How do I actually claim my tokens for the quest tasks at Supra, like the first Supra Airdrop, and get those rewards at the same time? How do I get new Supra Airdrops? All of that is in the video. Hey, welcome to the Crypto Owl. We already talked about what makes Supra so special, and what actually happened during our live stream on Sunday. Let's take another look at the daily chart here. So we see 4 within the last 3 days. Let's add 4. In the last 4 days, it's rounded up to 780%. Crazy. Yeah, you can leave it like that. And why? What's so special about Supra? I found a tweet again, and you can take a look at it. Supra oracles. So the oracle. And it's available on all these blockchain projects, or rather blockchains, in the near future. And they have their own layer 1, which can also interact with all these other blockchains. So you really have to take that in. We have quite a bit here. And this multi-VM support, so they support other virtual machines. And what's really special is that they have their own Move VM. LF Move, Supra, and Sui are key. Missed Sui, check Supra. Sui did well, so Supra might too. And many say that all those who missed out on Sui back then should definitely check out Supra. And since Sui wasn't exactly a bad project, in terms of performance, it's clear that many will go ahead and say, well, if they performed well, why not the others too? Meaning, in this case, Supra. And Supra has proven that. So in this case, Supra has proven that. Let's take another look. If you check where they started, or what was going on, you would have seen it on Gate.io. It's called the Gate.io startup, this IEO. So, yeah, what is that? Was that before the public sale, or was that actually the public sale? You could invest $500. That was the maximum amount, as we were told. And if you had invested $500 in Supra at, by the way, they adjusted it here to 0.007, or was the zero shifted? It was previously at 0.04, and I mentioned it, even translated the video into English. And CryptoRank reacted and added the 0, where I said, so, the 0 is in there, I'm pretty sure. I should have watched the video of someone before making such statements. Definitely 0.07 was the number, and if you had invested there, you would have already taken some profits at the current Supra price. At its peak, 0.80. Did they actually get cracked? I think if we zoom in really close here, I think I just touched on that. Yeah.
So you have to say at some point profits will be taken. You also saw it with MEXC. They reduced the leverage from something over Super. You could only do something, it wasn't dollars. I think it shrank to 1 to 3 because the exchange obviously says, hey, it's a great project, but we don't want to just lose money. They also reduce the leverage when they see the risk that it's too high, the potential to keep going up. Everyone is going long, and the exchange basically has to trade against that. She usually doesn't sit on the losing side.
No, with her, the market maker, she's definitely making her money. And if it's just through the fees or the spreads, exactly. Did I just say 0.80? I meant, of course, 0.08 in case I misspoke. Can you leverage Supra? 2001. Yes, you can leverage it. I don't even know what it is. I need to look for my phone. I'm looking for my phone. I have a WhatsApp. I was already thinking about my wife. You can leverage Supra. Yeah, let me take a quick look. MEXC is doing well. I don't know how it is on the other exchanges. You can leverage future Supra up to an ER leverage. Maybe you can see it here. Can you see that? You can see that. You can leverage it specifically in the chat Supra. Exactly. For example, at MEXC as an example, in case you're not with MEXC, you can get 10% cashback on all paid fees using the link in the video description. After we reported about the SUPRA Airdrop in our free Telegram group quite early on, of course, many questions have come up about how to actually claim it. And many people haven't followed up on it at all since they did it back then, because it's been a few days now. Patrick sent 2 links here in the Telegram group where you can claim these tokens. There's the Blast of Token claim, that was the first quest, and the Common Fund token claim, for example, who participated in pre-sales or pre-sale events. This is what it looks like when you register here. I have 5,500 Supra. The first 10% will be distributed at the TGE, which is the token generated event. That's already over, but that doesn't mean you won't get the first 10%. They will just be distributed with the next batch, meaning it's always distributed in batches. At first it's 10%, and then, as we can read here, 90% of my Supra, in this case 49.50, will be paid out at 3% per month over 30 months. So that means with the next batch next month, I can then cash out these 10% plus another 3%, which makes it 13. All other tokens are deposited in a delegated note, i.e., with a validator, and I receive rewards, staging revenues on them, and these staging revenues will be around 8% of the tokens that are then stalking. How to claim them and how to access the rewards, we'll take another look at that later. There's still not much known about it since the staking isn't live yet, especially if you participated in that other event. So these transactions that you made here, you see I didn't do it. I was really silly. Even though we talked about it, I didn't take the time to make a few transactions. If you receive the reward there, or rather, the SUPRA will then be added up, and you can claim them here as well. When you go to the claim page for the quest rewards, it looks like this. You see, I'm here right now, I've got a mistake here, but I'll be informed by email when the claiming is ready. And as I said, I also missed the first 10%, maybe on purpose to show you this, or maybe just out of stupidity. If you have any questions about this topic, feel free to join the SUPRA doc group. It's unofficial, so it's not an official group from SUPRA. They have their huge Telegram chat with tons of people, and they have subgroups for different languages, including a German Telegram chat. But many people prefer to have their own German Telegram group, or want to see the messages pop up, and in our group, it's always a bit more difficult. That's why there's this unofficial German-speaking SUPRA Telegram chat. You can find the link to it in the video description. After we've talked so much about SUPRA, and also want to see the price breakout, maybe many want to buy SUPRA, and if you want to buy SUPRA, then check out MEXC. MEXC gives you up to $8,000 in welcome gifts, for example, already $20 for the future bonus. Then there's the supercar giveaway of 12 million. They have very, very low fees, and that won't change. And you can easily buy SUPRA here, for example. Buy via spot as a limit or market order, and then you can send these, for example, send it to your Starkey wallet. At the same time, you can also go short and long on SUPRA. You can do all of this by betting on rising and falling prices. In this case, even with a leverage of up to 50, as just shown, at the same time, there are always a lot of token airdrops that you can take advantage of, and Kickstarter events if you have the in-house MEXC token. So take a look at MEXC. And as mentioned earlier, you get 10% cashback with our link in the pinned comment or in the video description. Make sure to take advantage of that. In the video description, there's 10% cashback. Take that with you. And now, of course, the question comes up again. Are there any new airdrops? And SUPRA itself has fueled the rumor mill with this tweet. So, if you haven't been here yet, or if you've missed a bit in the last few weeks, then take a look at what's coming up with SUPRA. And the first DEX is here, and they've linked all their projects. If you've missed a bit in the last few weeks, then take a look at what's coming up with SUPRA. So, the first DEX is here, and they've linked all their projects. We can also take a quick look at DEXLin Labs. They already have the most followers that I've seen. Then we have the Atmos protocol, where the first airdrop is already confirmed. We'll take a look at that in a moment. Then we have the first game here from Mandau Mystics, if that's pronounced correctly. Then we have Evo Evolution, that's coming too. Then we have the next game with Y, Conquest, and even Channel Labs. So there are quite a few projects coming up. And the first airdrop, because the big question was, are there any airdrops here? And they announced something themselves here, namely don't miss any potential airdrops. So they really fueled the whole thing themselves. And the first airdrop has been announced, and it's from Atmos protocol. And you can participate in that, specifically in the testnet. It's all pretty simple and well explained. Here you have the quest page, and you'll find the link to it in the video description. And then you can do these quests here by logging in with your Starkey wallet. It also directly says that you should go to the testnet, and then you can get the first tokens for free at the faucet, for example. Here 10 test USDT, and of course you have these different quests, whether it's a Telegram account, then with a Discord channel, and so on. The first quests, but then it gets going. Daily quests, for example. Add liquidity or weekly quests or tasks, then add liquidity pools here, then swap back and forth 40 times. As I said, this is in the testnet. You automatically hold 1,000 testnet tokens. You don't even have to worry about depositing money or anything like that. You just hold testnet tokens to claim this whole thing. To do, yes, then here Telegram, we see here log in with Telegram to verify yourself first. Discord, Twitter, or X, that it's still called Twitter here, but because that's just how most people know it. And adding liquidity, but all of that will be explained the moment you click on it. 2001, you just pick a pool, add liquidity there, click add liquidity, and then you can add it here. For example, if you now add these 10 test USDT or adding USDC, but I would rather say you only take half here because you want to do 2 or 3 transactions, for example, in this pool or in that pool. Make 3 transactions, e.g. in this pool or in that pool. But as I said, first you just need to claim something up here at the faucet, and that's pretty simple. I just confirm it with my 2021 Starkey wallet, and then it goes pretty smoothly, and I can get started here. So you saw, 60 minutes or so? So, the first claim has now taken place. Yeah, and now we're sticking with the 0.1 test tokens. We can see that the claim has taken place, and once we've claimed that, we can add these here. You can just click on max here, but then everything will be gone in this case. We don't have that much Ethereum at max, or rather, we don't have much test USDC. I would just go here and take half of it, and then add that to the liquidity, confirm it again in the Starkey wallet, and then you add it, and then you've done that once. Then you just do it a second time by saying, for example, then say, I want to add another $2 here. The tokens will be calculated automatically. Add it again, confirm it again, and I've already added my liquidity twice for today. That's why it's pretty simple. Just click back and forth a bit, like Patrick always says, and you can automatically pick up something up here at the quests because you see I've already completed it twice out of 2 and can claim these. So that's pretty simple. I've already received a few XP, and that's how you can get a potential airdrop, whether it's in SUPRA 2001 or in Atmos, one of the first DEXs. Decentralized exchanges on the SUPRA Layer 1. So those are the possible airdrops. More will follow in the future. We'll keep you updated about it, whether in our Telegram group, which is usually the fastest and easiest way, or of course in our videos. In the live streams, it's always pretty simple to do that in between, so it's worth checking out. We also try to always include timestamps in the live streams, but that takes a bit of time, and you have to make that time. If you have questions, come join our free Telegram group, the unofficial SUPRA DAC Telegram group, or the official Telegram group of SUPRA, which also has a German chat included. But as I said, you don't always get notifications, so I can understand if people prefer to take another option, and that's why there are alternatives. In that sense, thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video.